Hey guys, how's it going? Go See Rich here today. So I'm going to be switching out some switches inside the house today. First thing you're going to want to do when you look on the front end of your switch is a lot of them, which this one does not, will tell you that it will only support up to 15 amps. Make sure that you're buying the switches to match. As you can see on these boxes, it'll actually say 15 amp, good for 120 volt to 277 volts. So an AC only. This is a three-way switch, which as you can see has an extra port which is black, and then two brass ports and a ground. Ground is for the box if you want to ground it to the box. So you can see they didn't do that with this switch because it didn't require it, but you can always add that. Anyways, going to the next portion. If you're going to be doing this, next thing you might want to pick up is what I like to call a power probe. As you can see, screen right now, and if I go across here, there's no power on here. If there was power, it would be going nuts and be red right now. The light would go red and it'd start beeping at me. If this is the case, which it probably will be for you, what you're going to have to do is go to your breaker panel and flick the breaker for this area. And how you can make sure you hit the right one is by doing this, or just flicking the light on and flicking it off until the light goes out. So, yeah, these are a great investment. So the next thing you're going to want to do after you know the power is cut on this is you're going to want to, of course, take these terminals off. Now, if you have aluminum wiring, which if you look really close here, you'll see that I have aluminum wiring. A lot of these plugs nowadays are made for copper wire. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to put pigtails off of here, is what they call it. Basically, you're going to attach copper Romex, which is the 14-2, I believe, and it comes with actually with this one you almost need to use a 3, but it doesn't matter as long as you have some wire to extend these. Just the black and white wire that's in the Romex, you can extend these with. And then what you're going to have to do is you have to use a special kind of grommet, or you can get the grease, and you're going to have to attach this onto the copper pigtail, and then after you tie this on, so let's use this as an example. We have a piece of copper wire right here. You put it on, you tie them together with one of these in the center, and then after you connect them in the center with one of the pigtails, then this one goes to the new screw. So basically this is just, you're bridging them together. What it happens is from what I've heard, is they expand at different rates, so it's not a good thing for you to have them together. Anyways, so that's one way of doing this. I know a lot of people who actually just leave the aluminum wire on the copper switches because these ones do not produce a lot of heat. When you get into issues is with if you start doing that with electrical receptacles, like your 120 out, because of course those can generate a lot more heat because of all the electronics we plug into them these days. Anyways, so going on to our next thing, as I was telling you, we have a 3-pole switch. How you know if you need a 3-4 pole switch is if you start flicking the switch off and the light turns off, but you go to another area and you can flick it on. If 2 switches control it, you need a 3-way. So as you can see here, we have one right here. So that the off color screw there is going to go to the black, and then you have the 2 brasses on this one. You're going to put the red one on this side and the white one on this side. After you do that, you're going to go to the other side and do the exact same thing, and then you're just going to put this one back in the wall. Now, if you just have two brass screws like this, then you just need a 2-way switch just like this. So say if you just see the 2 on the side like that, that's all you need. Just copy it, replicate it, put it onto this side. After you do that, tie the screws in, go to your electrical panel, flick the breaker back on, and test it. It should work properly, okay? So that's basically all I'm going to show you with this tutorial. It's super easy. Like I said, if you're looking at the plate right now, all you've got is there's a white plate and then the switch. Take off the 2 white screws, or who knows what color your plate is, but take off those screws, pull off the plate, pull off the 2 screws holding this on, and then you have full access to the wiring. Alright, now another thing you might see is, as you can see in there is a ground wire for the box, but this switch did not require a ground. These ones do have a spot for a ground, so you can always hook up that ground if you'd like to. Okay? Well, thanks again for watching. Like this video if it helped you out, and press that subscribe button if you want to see some more interesting videos from me. Peace.